All right, so today we're going to be, I guess, tying up a few loose ends, getting rid of some of the stuff that we've had sitting around here for a while. I've been working on these little solenoids here. If you remember the one auction we had with, I guess it was the diesel shop going out of business, and we bought all those things, all these little solenoids. And I broke lots of them down, got some copper here. Got a couple more to go. Then we're going to pull that copper out of there, and I don't know if you can tell in the background there, we got our wire stripper going. As you know, I'm a man down right now, so I've got to improvise here. I got to figure out how to get this wire stripped. That was from all that free wire that we got. I'm still working on that, but it's unmanned. I just put it through the stripper and got it started and letting it do its thing here, and I'll go get that when it's done. Separating the copper from the casing. But we got a couple more of these things here. Show you what I'm doing here. Just taking that solenoid. You got that plastic end in there. You got to get broke out. Not too hard. It pops right out. Last one. All right. So then, throw that in the shred, wind that in the ball, throw in the copper. See if we can do two at a time here, save some time. All right, there's I want to hurry up and get this done, and then we'll go check on that wire stripper and see how that's doing. But we got to get in the house because I got an online auction. I'm going to take you on a journey with me. There's an online auction this morning, and I'm just going to show you how I do it. Or it's not rocket science. You just online bidding, but I'm going to let you come along with me. Show you some things I'm interested in. Show you some things that I hope to buy. And let's get this stuff taken care of, though. Stuff just sits around your shop forever, and if you let it, it'll just stay there. I'll let you go in and talk to Charlotte. Let her tell you how she's doing. Yeah, she's home. She's home from the hospital. But I'll let her tell you. I'll let her talk to you. A nice little pile of copper here. I think I already counted this as profit. I think I showed that in that auction video that we did. So can't really count this as more profit. This is what Charlotte usually does. I think I got a 500-foot spool going on over there of 14 gauge. Now some scrap yards will take 14 gauge as a bare bright. There's a scrapyard I go to. It just depends on the day. Some days they'll take it, and other days they'll pick it out. So as long as you count it as, I think they'll give you at least number one for it, which is only a dime difference. It's no big deal. Even if it's number two, it's only 20-cent difference. I'm not gonna bark over 20 cents if they give me number two price for 14 gauge wire. I know in that last video I said I did that whole 500-foot spool of 14 gauge, and I wrote it out as bare bright. And you get some people who say, hey, that's not bare bright. And I get it. Just depends on what scrapyard you're going to, who's working at it that day, I guess. All right, 4 more. Yeah, I'm getting behind on my scrapping here. I gotta. Last 2. All right. Got some weight to it. Get my hand cleaned off, a little oily. All right, we'll move over here. So all that pile on the floor, it's actually going to be 1,000 feet because I already did another one. Or actually a little more than that because there was another partial roll there, so probably going to be about 1,300 feet right here. But hey, let's weigh this up just for giggles. While that's running, we'll just throw it in here. We will tear that out. There's 0. See how many pounds we got here. Yeah, 5.3 pounds or 2.4 kilos. 5.3 pounds. It's not bad. All right, so it looks like our wire is done. Cut that off there. Man, that's. I'll throw this in my number 2 pile. Oh, let me. Maybe I should pull some of this wire here and separate it here. All right, there's 500 feet. Yeah, let's just weigh it up, I guess. All right. Okay, here's another 500 foot of that free wire that we got. Let's weigh it up and see what we got. 6.2 pounds or 2.82 kilos for all of our non-American friends. Okay, I gotta get things cleaned up real quick and get in the house for the auction. All right. Hey Charlotte, I just got the shop cleaned up and I came in so that we can get ready for that online auction. Do you want to tell anybody anything?
I'm ready. I just wanted to say once again, Gary and I debated whether we should put this on the video or not. But when I got to see the comments and the overwhelming support and prayers that came in for me, I wanted to let you guys know how I'm doing. I am home right now. I have to go back, but I want you to know those prayers are working, because I was supposed to have 3 surgeries to get to the main surgery, and they did this one, which is what they thought, and it turned out to be better as far as surgery goes, but they eliminated the other 2. I'm just going in for the big one. So keep the prayers coming. They're working, and I just can't thank you enough. It feels so good to know that people are praying for me all over. Thank you. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm good. I got to come home. I convinced the doctors that I would recover better at home than the hospital, till it's time for the next surgery. I have to let these wounds heal. I wasn't too crazy about my new haircut. They had to shave all my hair, so I don't have any, and that was probably another reason why I didn't know if I wanted to be on camera or not. But I consider you guys my friends. I don't know you, but at the same time, I feel like I know you. I know people by name when the comments come in, and this is it. That's all I have to say. I just wanted to let you know I'm good and keep the prayers coming. Thank you. I got to get ready. The auction's about to start.
Okay, so let me go get the laptop and we'll set up here and we'll get on the online auction. All right, so this is an online auction that is going on right now as I'm recording. This is an Armature company that they're not going out of business. They are just selling a lot of their products, emptying out their inventory. And there's a lot of good things on here. There's a lot of motors, as you can figure, it's an Armature place. So they're going to have motors and they have a bunch of shelving. They have a bunch of products on the shelves that they're just getting rid of. But I just figured, I'll take you on the ride with me as I try to bid on some of these things. This is high bid. That is the name of the auction here. And, they have a lot of, metal desks, and they've got contents on the shelves with a bunch of fuses. They have contents on the shelves with a bunch of bushing bearings. And then the contents on the shelves does not include the shelves. So as we go through some of this stuff here, you're going to see some crazy prices on some of this stuff here. So anything that you see highlighted in the blue, like this one here outlined, where'd it go? Okay. This is just something that I was looking at. And as I was looking at this earlier, you can see it's going for $2, but there's a lot of squirrel cage. There's a lot of squirrel cage fans on there, and there's a bunch of them. Oh, where'd we go? There's a whole bunch of them on there, and most of them are aluminum. So for $2, so you had to forgive me. Every time something goes off the auction block, the timer runs out, then it just moves up. moves up. So here we are at the top, and you can see there's things getting ready to expire in 26 seconds, 30 seconds, 7 seconds. So this is a soft close auction. So if somebody were to bid on, let's say, on this, for example, if somebody were to bid on this with 12 seconds left, it would automatically kick on another 2.5 minutes, I think, or 3 minutes. So we'll just watch this in here. It'll just expire. Oh, see, somebody, oh, so it added 2 minutes. So somebody just bid that up another $2 and it added 2 minutes to the time. So that's why you got some things behind it that are at 9 seconds, 8 seconds. So we'll just watch these expire here. All right, so that closed. Those two are closing, and it's going to bump the next two up here. All right. Let me go through some of these things here. So like I said, here is contents on the shelf, something that I was looking at, but it's $24, so I'm not going to bid on that. Out of my range. There's another thing. It was $4. I forget what that was. There's all right. This is kind of fun. This is the kind of things that you do when you're looking at auctions, online auction. Just sit in front of the computer and see what you can bid on. All right, I'll get back to you when we get some interesting things coming. Okay, here's one crazy thing I wanted to show you. This has 2 minutes and 7 seconds left. Let me actually click on this here. So this will give you a description. It's just all wire. It's a whole shelf full of wire. You can see there's quite a bit. Let me, it gives you close-up pictures here. There's one. There's one. They just go on. So there's just a whole bunch of, so that whole shelf is included on one bid. So as I'm going through these here, just kind of get an idea of what you think you would bid on something like that. Just got to make sure I don't bid on it. Look at the price on this thing here. $2,000. And there's a 10% fee on that. So whoever bought this, right now, they're paying $2,200. Let me go back to... see, as you can see, this wire here. And it says in the description, 10, 12, 14 gauge wire plus a bunch of, as you can see down here, a bunch of SO wire on the ground. And there's some rewinding wire. You think that's worth $2,200? I don't, not in my book. I'm not bidding on that. But let's just watch this one. It's got 2 minutes left on the bid here. Hang on a minute. There's something that I am winning. It's a cooler for $2. Those things are $200 in Walmart. Plus it comes with a jug right there. And those are deposits, $6. So for $2, you can't beat that. And it looks like we got 40 seconds left on that. But here is that wire, $2,000. It's got 1 minute, 45 seconds. Guess we can just watch these. Unreal. Some of the wire in this is just going for unreal prices. Like right here's one. 4 seconds left. 3 partial rolls of that. $180. So somebody just spent $180 plus 10%. Here we got 1 minute 22 seconds on this. We'll see if anybody. Now this is at the point where it has to be a $225 increment, I believe, or $250. So the next person to bid here, I think you have to bid. Yeah, right there. $222.50. I doubt anyone's gonna outbid that. It's got a minute left.
What's the fee?
Looks like we're, oh, it looks like we won our cooler. Oh, lucky Charlotte. Charlotte's got a new drinking fountain. 50 seconds, here we go. Look at that, is crazy. $2,000. $2,000 for a bunch of wire. I mean, I'd maybe pay $1,000 for it because I went through it. I got an estimate of what I believe it's worth. I would have paid $1,000 for it. But I like to make some money. Crazy. Here she goes. Somebody got it. $2,000. There's a lot of good motors on here. Like I said, this is an Armature business. And let's see, here's something else that we got. This, $160 for these 2 spools. Let's check it out here. These are, this is some big wire. Big rewinding wire. Now I have this figured out that this has to be 35 pounds. Look at that, that's some big thick wire right there. 2 big spools of it. Is that 35 pounds? You'll probably find out in another video here. That's what we're spending on it. Plus $16 for plus $16 for the fee. Let's see where we're at on it. No, now I'm all lost here. It might be gone already. We might have already won that. I'm not sure. Okay, here's a bucket of scrap copper. A bucket of scrap copper. Look at this. Somebody is bidding $300 on that. This is a 5-gallon bucket of scrap copper, and I think there's something else that goes with it. Let's check the other. Yeah, so there's the one side of it, of the bucket. And here's this is what's in the back side of the bucket that you couldn't see from the front. Looks like some nice copper bus bars, but $300? I don't know. And it looks like, I don't know. What do you think? 300 bucks. That's crazy. And what else we got here? And we got a bunch of things coming up. We got a bunch of motors coming up here towards the end. They still have there's all kinds of goodies in here. Here's a press. Look, this is an old press. It's a 25-ton press. And I got outbid on it, but it's only going for 100 and my max was 110. And we still have 7 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to revisit that one. Charlotte gave me the okay to bid higher. All right, so some of you might call me crazy here, but this is a 100 horsepower motor that I'm bidding on right now. It's got 2 minutes left. I'm at 450 bucks. But if you look at that thing, the work's already done for you. It's all broke down. This must have been a motor that the Armature place either just couldn't fix or it wasn't worth it. I have no idea. But we'll see how that goes. We've got 2 minutes left on the bid here. $450. And I just by my estimates, I think it's well worth it. You might have a difference of opinion, but we'll just keep an eye on it. So somebody, okay, so they just bid it up to $475, which is my high bid. So I added another couple minutes on it. Now they have to bid $500 on it. Let me give you a little detail on here. Click on that. So here is the motor. I don't know if there's any more pictures here. I don't know if you can read that or if that's any interest to you. All right, let's see the details on this thing here. Disassembled, but electric checks out, 100 horsepower, 3-phase motor. I don't know. We'll see how this one turns out. See how much time's left. Yep, and it looks like somebody outbid us, $500. I think I'm going to let him go. I'm going to let this guy go. Move on to different options. We've got some more motors coming up. All right, here's another one. This one here is a used Balder electric motor. My high bid is $275. Let's click on the details here. Again, this one's half the work's done for you. It's all broke down. And this one is a 60 horsepower motor. So keep my fingers crossed on this one here. I'd like to have it for 200 and whatever I got. $275. Got 25 seconds left on the bid here. Hopefully nobody bids. But somebody really wanted that 100 horsepower one. Where'd it go? All right, we still have it with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1, and we may have one. It says here's another one. Got 11 seconds left on it. I'm gonna need to bid on this one. Oops, is that the right one? No, where'd it go? Oh, I missed it. All right, here's another one. This is a 60 horsepower motor here, and it looks like we just got outbid on it. We'll give her one more bid. And we are winning it, I guess. See, where did it go? All this refreshing. All right, so it's got 3 minutes left on it. That's a 60 horsepower. All right, that'll be our final bid right there. Let's look at some pictures of it. See, again, it's all tore apart. Doesn't look very long. See, our max bid is $325, and that's going to be it. If somebody outbids us on that, they can have it. Let's go through and see what else we got here. Don't want to miss anything. I don't know. Better get back up here and see where we're at. Looks like we're still winning it with 1 minute and 33 seconds left. Can't even remember what all we won on this. I know we won some good things here. We'll have to go back through once we get done bidding on anything that we want to bid on. I know I missed out on something that I really wanted, but I was sitting there videoing it and lost it. There we go. 45 seconds left. Okay, here we go. 20 seconds left. So this is an armature business that is just reducing their inventory, and they're out of Lima, Ohio. It's called Lima Armature. All right, looks like we're gonna win that one. All right, that's good. All right, I'll get back with you on some other things here. All right, so let's recap here and show you what we did win here. We won the cooler for, I believe that was $2. I don't know why it doesn't have the price on there, but then we won these copper spools of, I guess, rewind wire. And like I said, I had it figured out that I have to have about 35 pounds there. So hopefully that's going to be about 40 or 50 pounds, I'm hoping. And then got us a new shop press. That's a 25 ton. That's one of the older ones. You know, you can see these things on Harbor Freight for 20 ton for, I don't know, $220 or something like that. So this one here is, it's an old timer one, so I think we did pretty good. I've been wanting to get one of them shop presses, so now we got one. All right, so we can look up here, and we missed out on the 100 horsepower motor. We did get that 60 horse, and this one here was, I believe it was a 30 horse. I kind of wanted it, but that was the one that I got outbid on while I was scrolling through videoing the auction, and I just missed out on. Here's another 60 horse. So we got that one, and we got us a couple of fans, a couple of shop fans for, what was that, like $22, I think. And we got us a nice vise. All right, so that is a big old-fashioned vise. That thing's probably been used for years and years. I don't know, maybe 40, 50 years old. Yeah, and that was it. That's all we got. We got outbid on. Yeah, so this one here had 4 motors on it. Had 4 motors. There was a 60. Let me just go down the description here. What does it say? Okay, so there was a 60, a 40, and 2 7.5 horsepower motors. And I bid that up to, I think I had that bid up to like $550. Just got out, oh, right there. Yeah, so my max bid was $550, and I just didn't want to pay any more for that, but probably would have been all right going for $600 and making some money, but yeah, just never know. All right, so that was the end of the auction. That's what we won, and we spent $1,220, something like that. I guess that's going to conclude this auction and pretty much this video. All right, so Charlotte wanted me to tell you some things before we leave, but I said, you know what, just go ahead and tell it yourself.
Well, I just want to thank everybody again, and I want you to know that like I said before, I'm in the Lord's hands. I trust him with all my heart. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not into your own understanding. In all your ways, let him direct your paths, and he will. And this is not quite the journey that I would have chose, but knowing that he's with me, it makes it doable. And all your prayers are really helping for strength and comfort. And Gary's doing a great job. He's now adding nurse to his list of things he does.
All right.
And so he's taking good care of me. And if the videos aren't there, they will be back. We will be back. And thanks again.
Yeah, so I guess we're looking pretty good for the next couple of weeks because you're not due back. I think they're going to let you heal for 6 to 8 weeks, they said.
It was 4 to 8.
4 to 8, something like that. Okay. All right. So in saying that, we are going to end this video because we've got some scrap to get to the scrap yard so we can get paid.
Bye.
All right. Bye.